Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here in the workshop. It is Wednesday evening here, and the workday is over, but I'm still kind of working. Doing some stuff here, trying to, got some honeydew list stuff to do, and I've got some other projects that I got to get squared away as well. So, ain't nothing to it but to keep doing it. How is everybody? Since we got the good news today about Zeke Elliott. Zeke dodged the bullet big time. And I mean big time. You know what? Zeke, you did the right thing as far as the tweet after the meeting, and I'm sure that some people told you, Zeke, you got to make amends fast, buddy. You got to make sure that we don't have a repeat of what we had last time where you decided to fight the man being Roger Goodell, and Jerry Jones. You can't piss off the man, Roger Goodell, either. Y'all need to go in there hat in hand and just say, you know what? You got us. You got us. We're done. I shall not fight no more like Chief Joseph. And beg for forgiveness. And apparently that worked. But you got to realize there are no such. Where's my boss? I think my boss is just taking it easy today. Yeah. Yeah. He was hell to work for, man. I need to get myself together. Now, now, check this out. I'm working on some stuff. All right, so you guys know, week 2, Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington stinking Redskins, and I mean stinking. I was talking to my man Barry today, and we're working on the tailgate, okay? There's a fan club that's got like 50 or 60 people that are coming up for that game. We know the stinking Giants fan will be there, Michael Anthony Fitness, Clarence. West Coast Cowboys is coming. And I don't want to jinx this, but listen, we're trying to make this the biggest tailgate party out there. We want to make this thing one of those things that you go through and say, damn, I got to make sure next time I'm there. We're working on, okay, you guys may remember when we played the Eagles last year in Dallas and kicked their ass, ran them out of the stadium. Well, the day before, we ended up having the Lava Cantina autograph signing, which was cool because I got to interview the original 88, Drew Pearson, as well as Lincoln Coleman. Lincoln Coleman is funny as hell. Got the ring. Now, he did back up Emmitt Smith and didn't play that much, but he still was on the team. He may be at our tailgate. That's right. We may actually have at our tailgate Dallas Cowboy players. So we're looking at this thing being big. I'm actually going to buy, I'm telling you, if we got 400 people, it ain't going to be a problem to feed them. I'm going to make this thing huge. We're going to have like 4 or 5 of the tarps because it's September in DC, so it could be like 70, 80 degrees or so. So we'll make sure we got that going on. We're going to have 65, maybe 2 65-inch TVs. So that way, if you want to just go and hang out at the tailgate and watch the game in the parking lot and everything else, eat chicken wings and pulled pork sandwiches, and just kind of wave at the Redskin fans as they go by after the loss, you can do that. But if we're able to actually get like Lincoln Coleman there and stuff, and we're able to really do this thing's going to be huge. And what we may be doing, I'm going to tease you with this. What we may end up doing is we may have a giveaway of 2 tickets to the game, lower level. We may do a contest for that, which would be cool. I mean, I'm going all out on this because I want people to come to this event, come to the tailgate and say, man, the Redskins Dallas game, man, you should have been there at the tailgate. Well, how was the game? Fuck the game, man. You should have been there at the tailgate. That was where all the real fun was. That's what I'm working towards. So, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I want this thing to be huge. I mean, huge. I want this thing to be big. And I'm going to be busting my butt to get that together. So, I'm building, you're probably wondering what the hell this is. This is actually going to be my new outdoor kitchen. So that way when we have our Jobu Sports Reports Sunday games here, I've got my new kitchen together and ready to really rock and roll, dudes. I'm making this out of Douglas fir, and we're going to put like an outdoor stain on it so that way it'll be able to hold up. But I'm going to make it so that it breathes. The original one I had out there I built about 12 years ago out of, exterior plywood. But after 12 years, it's finally started to kind of fall apart. And so, we're building a new one. And I'm going to really set this outdoor kitchen up to be very, very functional because I'm going to have to do some of my cooking for the tailgating things ahead of time. Okay, so what we're actually going to do, this is kind of a funny design. This is what I kind of built for my downstairs. Basically, I built a big ass cabinet like this to hold the cushions to the outside piece. So, what we may be doing, like I was saying, is for super chats. Super chats will enter you for the drawing for 2 tickets to the game. Redskins Cowboys. There he is. What time do you leave to go work out?
I didn't see the message about the shower for 5:30.
5. Oh, you don't have much time then.
Well, we wouldn't help you.
Well, once I put this together, probably 10 minutes off the table.
We can do that. I got 30 minutes.
Everybody, it's Michael Anthony Fitness.
And no, I'm not putting fitness.
My
bills.
boss.
I ain't,
Huh?
not today.
People were asking, where's your boss? I said, fuck that motherfucker.
That's fine. No, man.
He's a mean boss.
No,
You saw him making me, look, he made me do all the hard work, man. Digging ditches
So
and
what
stuff.
were you doing while I was still putting the rest of the studies together? Well, that's all
Okay,
good.
so,
There wasn't anything else to
hey,
do,
I
so.
talked, you didn't hear, but I talked to Barry. Remember Lincoln Coleman?
Yeah, I saw the text message where my phone was charging.
Oh, okay. So we might have Lincoln Coleman at our tailgate.
Oh, you talking
And
about?
possibly some other players.
Wait, what, oh, you talking about Troy? I mean, the backup,
Yeah.
the man that really no one knows anything about.
He's funny as hell.
Oh, he is, but I didn't know anything about him until the time I met him. So he kind of like the forgotten guy because he was on the practice squad his first year.
Tell you what, I had a ball with Lincoln Coleman. And he might be at our tailgate. I'll be happy about that.
Hey, our buddy Mark might be there too.
Who might be?
You remember the one, Mark from Puerto Rico, the one that.
Oh, okay.
I gave him an invite, and I thought all I gotta do is show up.
So,
And say he might take us up one day.
all right. So the question is now that we got Zeke Elliott, thank God.
I still think we need to leave the first one. that doesn't mean that we wouldn't have won. We would have made the playoffs if he wasn't suspended. We would never did beat the New York Giants. Oh, that's Baltimore.
We dodged the bullet with Zeke.
Yeah, this time he hopefully he'll straighten up.
But exactly.
Because next time it's not. Next time it could be a suspension.
Exactly. You know.
Hopefully, I don't think he wrote that statement, but hopefully he is kind of going along with the program. Hopefully he means what he says. They say out of the media.
Oh, Roger gonna make sure he holds up to that.
Well, he
ain't getting any more chances.
Well, next time he could be kicked out of the league based on that agreement. The next one that we have to worry about is Crawford. He might not even get the team.
He might not get suspended.
I say he might not make the team.
Oh, he'll make the team. He's a team captain. He'll make the team.
Doesn't mean he's not going to suspended. He actually got charged.
But that's his first offense. So.
We'll see. We'll see. Unlike Zeke, actually got charged, so we'll see what they're playing in that situation. That's the next one.
So we dodged the bullet. Shout out to everybody. You guys think Noah Brown makes the team? Actually, I don't think so because here's the thing. We got a lot of people.
Wait, who's that one? There's that rookie running back. I mean, it's going to be wide receivers that they really like.
Right.
I mean, he might make the practice squad, but
we've been waiting for Noah Brown for how many years? And we were desperate last year for wide receivers, and he didn't make it.
Well, you know what happened, though.
So.
You know what happened?
Look.
They bought what's his name back for one play, and Noah Brown was hurt, so he didn't come around just towards the end of the season.
So we're gonna put a centerpiece in here. I think I'm trying to decide if I want to just make 2 really big doors. Maybe I do just make 2 really big doors, or if I want to make 4 doors. See what we did? Look, this is the side of our cabinets.
Yeah, I'll put those
It's raised panel, so this is a floating panel that goes in here, and then I recess this to tie into the other side of it, so that way it'll be nice and strong. It's actually Douglas fir. We'll put like a ceiling on the outside of it and things, and we're going to build using granite really close together, granite tiles. And put a sink out there. So that way when I'm cooking, I can wash my hands, make sure I don't get any salmonella. Oh, you want to hear something nasty, guys? Oh my God. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I was reading about this yesterday while Michael Anthony was working on the electrical.
Yeah, what do you mean?
In Australia, this guy got bet that he wouldn't eat a gecko. So he ate a gecko, right? You know, like the gecko commercial.
It wasn't cooked?
No,
Because people
no.
eat like the...
No, okay, but he ate it.
The iguana's cooked.
He ended up rotting from the inside out from salmonella.
Oh. That's why you have to cook that stuff.
They said his balls were the size of grapefruit. Okay, so then they're talking about swimming pools now, and there's this crypto. What?
New York Giants quarterback died at the age of 38.
Wow. Was that the guy that was really, really big? He was really, oh yeah, he was like 300, 400 pounds.
And then baseball
yeah,
players.
the crypto, that live, okay, they say you can look at a swimming pool and it can look crystal clear, but this crypto stuff can live for days, okay? And you'll have like mad diarrhea and stuff. They're like, please stop peeing and pooping in the pools because this is like everywhere. And then I'm reading about Ocean City and Virginia Beach that they've got flesh-eating bacteria that a kid got. Now, I'm going to tell you from my own personal experience, I've had, you see this I can't get the camera. I can't lift my knee up high enough. This knee right here, I got a scar on. I had Streptococcus A flesh-eating bacteria in my knee, and it almost killed me. I had 3 knee operations in a week. 3 to save my life. I can't remember. I think it's TikTok that is the site. It's like, no, if you follow TikTok, you'll be like, ah. Everything's like, ah.
TikTok's for the younger generation.
Okay, somehow it got loaded on my phone, and I'm just looking at all stuff like, ah.
Sometimes you get the ads on YouTube. Okay. Don't really care for that site.
So I got Philly 500 who is going crazy.
Why? Because he got everything get suspended?
Oh, no. He thinks that his team is that good. He is literally trolling me.
Now the question is, how many games Carson Wentz going to be healthy for?
I'm telling you that the Eagles are not all that.
Because if Carson Wentz can stay healthy, then they have a chance.
Philly 500, like I said, he's like family. We all have that family member that when they call, you don't want to answer the phone. Oh, damn. When they come over, you're like, wait, where's my change jar? Let me make sure I put my change up because it's going to disappear. You hide your good liquor. In fact, you hide all your liquor, okay? You hide everything except for that, like, orange Mad Dog 2020 that you want to get rid of. You bring that kind of stuff. Yeah, man, why don't you have a drink? 'Cause, that stuff is bad. So that's Philly 500. And he's up here talking about how the Eagles are going to sweep the Cowboys.
Well, you expect that.
You know what?
You have to expect that from an Eagles fan. They're supposed to say
no. I want to go back. Here's the thing. To put something out there is, you're just an idiot. Because I want you to think about this. One thing, the Cowboys haven't done much since the 90s. I will give you that much. But one thing the Dallas Cowboys have done, and that is win in our division. Do you guys realize in 2015, that year we don't like to think about, that year with Tony Romo only playing in 4 games, that year that we only won 1 game without Tony Romo, that year.
Oh,
that year that we ended up beating the Redskins once, the Giants once, and the Eagles once. Even when we were crappy, we still beat everybody in our division 1 time. Think about that. We won 4 games, and 3 of them were in our division. So to blindly say, this is to show you how much of a dingbat he really is. To blindly say that we're going to sweep the Cowboys. You ain't sweeping the Cowboys. You don't. That's like saying, it's like winning the division over and over again. You don't do it. It's just shit that does not happen. And you're delusional if you think it's going to.
Not unless you're the New England Patriots. I think 1 year they missed the playoffs, and that's when Tom Brady got hurt.
And they almost went in that year.
Yeah, but
with Matt Castle.
Yeah, they did. But it was a 3-way tie that year in their division. Right after they lost to the New York Giants. Because of the 3-way tie, they actually missed out. The 1 year that this is actually
Philly is trying to troll me. He's trying to go ahead and tell me how good his Eagles are. Yet the Super Bowl champions lost to the Dallas Cowboys twice last year. And I'm still waiting for him to answer that, Philly. Explain yourself, please. If your team is so great and the Cowboys stink, as you say. Cowboys stink. We kicked your butt twice. Now what you going to say? I will say what I always say. It's hard to win the NFC East back to back. Nobody's done it since the Eagles did it 2003, 2004. But with that being said, I look at where the Dallas Cowboys finished the season last year. They were going uphill. Cowboys started out like crap. We all know, 3-5. They got Amari Cooper and things. We improved in the offseason. We finished up 7-2. We had some momentum. And now, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, I got to tell you, I bet you every single one of those Dallas Cowboy players right now are going, thank God Zeke is not going to be suspended. We're going to have the full team together. You see DeMarcus Lawrence is already working out. You know everybody right now is excited as could be, because if it had been that Zeke getting suspended, mentally it'd be like, oh, damn. I'm telling you, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be coming out like gangbusters. It's going to be the whole Newt Rockney thing. Let's win one for Jason Witten, man. Let's get that guy a ring. Let's get one for Sean Lee, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, those guys still going to be on the team.
Huh?
They'll still be on the team. They'll be coaching, but they'll still be on the team.
Yeah, but they want to win one as a player.
Yeah, I don't care how I win the ring as long as I get one. It might not mean as much if I get as a coach, but I'll be out to win either way.
Okay. All right. So now we can start putting the legs on this thing.
Still is not. He's up for bad. That's the guy who got 6 days. That's the guy who took the other 6 games.
Now, so, I don't know about you, but I'm happy as crap about Zeke.
I know it's kicking rocks right now.
Hmm?
I know it's kicking rocks right now.
Who's kicking rocks?
The New York Giants.
Oh, please. Who cares about the Giants?
Yeah, I'm okay if they beat us week 1. What's more important is the New York, is the Washington Redskins.
Oh, thanks. Keep that close up. Hold your ears, guys, for a second. Hold your ears. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hold your ears. I told you to hold your ears. You guys just don't listen to me, do you? Hold it one more time.
Well, it has to be a old man right now,
These are my legs to keep it up off the ground. So that way it'll be able to drain. See what we did here? We cut these out so that way it rests on here.
No, that was funny, dude. New York Giants, man.
That's what it is. Home insurance justified more people
do you think, guys? That's our feet. So these will be actually raised up off the ground. We'll go through. We'll screw in some cleats on the inside of this, and we'll put slats in. So that way, if it gets any weather in it, it'll be able to drain on out of there. So that way, all the stuff will stay good. Do I hope who starts is strong safety? Wilson. You know what? I want the best player we have available right now. From what we've heard from minicamp, is that Jeff Heath is looking the best of all of them. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the way it's sounding so far. I just want the best guy out there. And of course, we're seeing the good old, damn, I can't think of his name, from Kansas City to Dallas Cowboys. The whole talk again. God, why can't, hold your ears again, guys. Why can't I think of his name? From Kansas City. Damn, multiple Pro Bowler, had cancer. They won't let that one go. I'm going to try and see if I can get this put together and get outside and actually tomorrow start fabricating the countertop on this thing. I love building stuff. And then I've got all the cherry out there. Oh my God, I've got some beautiful boards from them. I went to Smoot Lumber. They wanted $9 a board foot for it was like crazy, and it wasn't as thick. But what I got from Heritage is some sweet wood, and I mean sweet.
If he knew that it was incomplete, that's definitely a fact. If he didn't know that was incomplete, then that's what Dallas said. Yeah, and he's not even yelling. And he's been yelling at Sean Davis a lot tonight. But he wasn't even yelling because I think he was thinking Sean Davis didn't know if he got the ball or not.
See, all the holes for this are on the inside, which helps keep them weatherproof. When you have them on the outside, it's an area where water can get into it and cause it to fall apart. One side.
Take a look. I've got to say, Artie Burns won this battle. Now, let's see if there's additional contact. They're going to say that's illegal contact down the field. But basically, Mike Artie Burns had it hit right to the gut.
What's everybody doing today? What you got planned for the 4th of July? Are you going out of town? Are you hanging at home? You going to go see the fireworks? What are you going to do? Are you going to eat a whole bunch of, I've got some ribs I'm going to do tomorrow. I got to actually season them up tonight. And let's see, what else I got to do? I'm gonna be doing some work here at the man cave because the season is literally around the corner, and I want to be ready. What you got planned, Mike? All right, so anybody think that Zeke Elliott is a changed man? That he's going to look at things differently now?
Wait and see. Wait and see. He has to prove it to me.
He has to prove it to you?
I mean, he has to prove it though. I mean, he could say one thing, but the action speaks louder than words.
Michael said, Zeke, you got to prove it to him.
If you can say out of the media and negative light, then we're good.
All right, hold your ears. Did you hold your ears? Did you hold them? Because I know that's loud. I know it's loud. When Wentz is not broken. But see, Wentz is, listen, here's what's interesting. I went through the numbers. It surprised me. Dak is averaging almost a half a yard more per pass than Carson Wentz against each other. And Dak is averaging 29 yards more a game passing. How is that possible? Do you know how that's possible? I mean, how could it be that, Captain America here, Carson Wentz, the greatest quarterback ever to show up in the NFL, has less yardage per game than Dak Prescott? No. I'm talking about the 4 games. 4 games that Carson Wentz has played against the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott, where Dak is 3-1. Carson Wentz has averaged 240 yards. Dak Prescott has averaged 260 something. I have to go back and look at my notes. I think it's 269. So explain that one to me, Eagles fans. And I'm still waiting for you to get back to me, Bird Brain. That would be Philly.
I thought talking about Bird.
No, Philly 500. Philly.
Who said he said he'll be out there too on the 22nd.
This is going to be pretty cool. I think this is going to be pretty nice. Can't wait to get out here and get that cow up on top of this thing for a big barbecue. You know what I probably should do? Assemble this out on the deck. It's going to be kind of heavy.
My question to you is
what?
When's the last time I saw Carson Wentz on NFL Network? When's the last time I saw Carson Wentz on NFL Network?
You mean doing a commercial?
That's right.
Nobody care about Carson freaking Wentz.
Exactly.
Because it's all about them Cowboys.
Because the Cowboys make money for the NFL.
All right, you got one more leg to go. So I got 2 cabinets I have to build. This one's the sink cabinet. And then I've got another one that's got a granite countertop that's going on it. This is the main one I need to get done now so I can get the sink redone. The other one has got a hump in it because it's literally the weight of it is finally destroyed. The plywood is rotted out. Hold your ears. Now this is a very rustic cabinet, okay? This is made to look kind of like outdoorsy and out there. It's not fine cabinetry work, but it will be able to weather the weather. And if you see my outdoor man cave, you'll see the first one of these that I actually built last year. Although I figured out some ways to make it actually better. By making these raised panels using 2x4s, it's going to be better as far as strength-wise. How many years are the Eagles going to be looking, maybe sooner than they think?
He suffered it on the kickoff return and has not been back in the game now.
Moore had the first key part of the Broncos at the 37-yard line. Good outside, but maybe even better than that inside move. Went right around there, but get the ball out even quicker. Le'Veon Bell took a pretty good shot at the end of that play, too.
All right. So that's our base cabinet. Now, what I got to do is, this will have doors on here, and there's a couple of reasons why I built it like this. One, we've got these corner pieces, these 4x4 posts. We'll put a foot on the bottom of it, but structurally this will be strong enough to hold our countertop. But two, when we put our doors on here, which are made the 2x4 frame, it'll keep these so they're flush, and it'll help keep the weather off of it because the countertop will overhang over it. So weather-wise, it'll drip off and we're in good shape. Now all I got to do is put my cleats in around where the slats will go on the bottom. This is going to be great. $69. 69 inches. Hold up, guys. Hold up. We them boys. Hold up. We them boys. We pre-drill the holes so that way it doesn't split it. And use exterior glue. All right, so who else out there is as excited as I am about the season getting here? Well, that's tight. All right, all right.
Just don't look at that's really a free play.
I see my Boston left me.
Yes, conceivably you could kick a field goal if you didn't get it here, but I'm sure Benton's thinking we don't get it on second down, we'll come back and get it here on third down.
I got one problem. Now that I've lost Michael, Emily Ann, how are you doing? Now I see you. Crap. I needed Michael to help pick this thing up because this thing's heavy as can be. Anybody want to stop by and give me a hand? Anybody? Oh, this is going to be cool. All right, let me cut the back, please. Look at that. Fine precision work here. Redskins, Cowboys, okay, I'm telling you, we are going to have a ball, guys. If you've never been, and I know Stephanie, I don't know if she's in here or not. She said she's never been to an NFL game yet before and doesn't want the first one to be the Redskins Cowboy game. But I know the Redskins Stadium is a dump. We all know that. But I'm going to tell you, that is a game that we are going to have a ball with. And I mean, we are going to have a ball.
Good morning, football. We're gonna have some fun here.
I'm going to tell you, this thing is built like a tank. All right, there we go. So now all I have to do is cut slat pieces to go across there. Boom, and then it's good to go. You'll be there, Vaughn. Good love. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to meet all you great people. But hold up for just a second. Let me see if Michael is still here to help me move this thing. Hang on. Well, that sucks. He's gone. And this thing is rather heavy. I mean, it's not that bad, but still. Well, I could cut the slats to go across and start putting those in place. Or I could call it a day. What do y'all think? Should I call it a day? Hello from Terrell, Texas. How are you doing? It's Junk Mark, laugh out loud. Well, I tell you what, when I'm out there cooking mistakes and everything else, tell you what, it'll work. And it'll hold up the test of time. I've got cabinets I built when I was 15 years old that are still up and running. So, you know, just saying. And I tell you what, for an outdoor cabinet, this will do me. And actually, bead. Once I get this sanded, look, that's the side of the cabinet. This is an outdoor cabinet. Look at that. Real paneling. That's not that's solid right there. So it's gonna be functional with a dark stain color on it and the granite countertop, and then we get the doors that match that on it. Shh. It looks broken down like that. Oh no, you want to talk about broken down? That would be Carson Wentz. I'd go home, Emily Ann. I am home. This is my garage. This is my workshop. So, yeah, I'm home. Yeah, no place. I got no place to go. I got no place to go. Okay, hold on. Forgive me for being silly. L4G custom fabrication. Hey, dude, you know what? No, it would cost a fortune to get them shipped. See, I could use you if you were up this way, L4. Thank you very much for the super chat. My man, I want to see some of the work that you actually do, L4G, custom fabrication. I know it's hot down there in Texas for you to be welding and all that, because I remember, oh my God. Okay, I don't do metal work, okay? Two things I don't do. I don't do metal, and I don't work on cars. But if it's made out of wood, if you can find a car made out of wood, I'll tell you what, here you go. Check this out. You know how old this is? You see this? I used to make big trucks, okay? I used to make these for craft shows and stuff for people. This toy right here was Michael's. I made this for Michael to play with, okay? How many toys you know that last 28 years? Just saying. But L4G custom fabrication, I'd like to see some of your work and stuff that you did. Because I tell you what I need. If you look over here, see I've got these, let's see if you can see them. These angle brackets up here that are like 3-inch triangles. You can see all the wood that's up there. There's oak, there's maple, there's cherry, there's mahogany and stuff on there. And I've got another set that's over there. I could actually use some more of those, but the cost of you setting up here would be too damn much. But that's what I need. Damn, that truck was lit. What truck was lit? That truck was fired. I know you're not talking about my truck. Oh, the wood truck. Oh, yeah. You know, it's kind of cool. Now, check this out. The wheels. You actually, I used to use a circle cutter to cut these out. These are actually 2 pieces of wood. And you actually cut this. I made a jig to cut all of these slots on here. And then you have to glue them together so that way they're like knobby wheels. And then you can see there was like the main block of wood, and then you had the side pieces and sand it. But yeah, you know, this was back when, I know toys like this don't do it for kids anymore. You know, they don't want to actually play with like Tonka trucks and stuff. If it's not PlayStation or whatever it is, they don't want to do it. I get that. But that's back in the day when I grew up. That's the kind of toys we had. 18. Hold up. Let me set this up real quick.
This is top down. You've got the 2 big guns, right?
Hold up. I'll be back with you guys. Hold your ears. Hold your ears for a second. I need to turn on the dust collector. show you what I'm doing here. See, for this to, because it's outdoors, it's going to be outdoors. You got to make it so it can breathe. So our shelves underneath here will be so it can drain. That was a mistake I made before. So when I had a pipe that broke up in there because it froze up and I forgot to turn it off, it ended up just kind of rotting up the cabinet. This way, if that ever happens, it'll be able to drain, and with all the heat and the cooling stuff, it'll be able to breathe up underneath it. Not too shabby, huh? For a wood butcher. So we're just going to screw these on in here. Fun part is you have to take it out of the shop around the back. Who do I think will get hurt first, Wentz or Dak? I hope neither. I'll be honest with you. I would rather beat the hell out of the Eagles with Carson Wentz, so that way they don't have an excuse. Because you know it's funny how when you ask Philly and those guys, well, what happened to you guys last year? Why did you lose? Oh, well, our secondary was banged up, and we were missing a couple like that. So wait. When we were missing Zeke Elliott, y'all didn't say, we understand you lost because you were missing Zeke. No, y'all were like, next man up. There's no threads on it. So, no, you know what? I don't really, I'll be honest with you. Football is a hell of a sport. And I wouldn't wish anybody getting hurt. can't wait to get this in use. Here's something I've learned about myself, and I'm curious if anybody else has this problem. I get motivated to do something, and I go crazy about trying to get it done. But there's only one problem. Once I'm out of that mode, it's hard for me to finish stuff. See, like right now, I'm like motivated to really get a bunch of stuff done on my house and get ready for football season. And I'm trying to get it done before I lose that feeling. Boom! How's everybody doing? What's going on in here in the chat? Let me check and see what's happening because I don't want to miss anything. I may have bad news. Not sure I'm going to have enough money to go ahead and go to training camp this year. Because I'm trying to go to the Giant game and then we got the big tailgate and stuff. My truck had major issues that I had to take care of, which bit into my money. So it may be that training camp has to give, which is not what I want to do, but you got to pick what you can do. So unless I hit the lottery, I may not be going to training camp this year. So who's going to training camp? Well, see, here's the thing. I want to focus in on the tailgate. By the time I think about plane ticket, hotel room, the time off from work, that's money that I could be spending on getting ready for the tailgate. Heather rocks. He's looking for what? I'm not looking for a fool to pay for it. I ain't looking for, no. What are you talking about? I just said that I probably will not be going to training camp because I ended up having a boatload of money that I just spent on my truck. And I'm trying to go ahead and do this tailgate. I want you to know, Heather, whoever you are, I don't know who you are. When I do my tailgates, which I've done 4 of them, which have had like at least 100 people at each of them. And like when I went to the draft, that's money that came out of my own pocket to serve people. Nobody who came in and ate, drank, had a good time, hung out, was on the channel, had to pay a dime for it. Everything I do, I work and I earn. So I don't know what you're trying to imply. You're coming to DC? Oh, well, LG, I tell you what. Since you have done these 2 super chats, you are the first one entered into the drawing for the tickets for the game. I've already talked to Barry. Barry's got lower level tickets and stuff, and I said, Barry, I want to get 2 tickets to do as giveaways for the game at FedEx Field because I want that thing to be huge. Thank you very much for the super chat. Emily Ann, I didn't delete it, but I think Maui deleted it because, well, I don't. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not a rich man. I don't pretend to be a rich man or anything like that. As you guys see, because you see me doing work or doing my day job and stuff here, I bust my tail every day to be a husband, to be a father, to be a cabinet maker, homeowner, everything else. And I do work. People, let me make this clear. People donate stuff to me all the time. I don't ask for anything. And I like to think that I've earned everything that I've gotten, and I work hard to try and do that stuff. But when people go through, I had a person who said I was like the black Donald Trump. I'm the 1%er. Have you taken a look at my truck that's out there? Have you seen my fingernails and my hands, the scars and stuff up here? You know, that's from Puerto Rico, and the cuts, cut my finger half off when I was young. This isn't from broken fingers. This isn't from people giving me stuff. This is from hard work. And it really kind of annoys me when people apply that, oh, he's looking for somebody to pay. You know what? Let's say, hypothetically, Heather, if you're still in here. Really, Heather? I only get chatty when somebody donates. Actually, I talk all the time, but I do have some work I have to do here, too. I say we got a troll in our midst. It's funny because, you don't have to be here. Twan Eagles, you're not desperate. So, Heather, what is your team? I'm curious. So, who is your team, Heather? Probably a Browns fan. Heather, you must be new here. I disrespect Philly. Hold up. Disrespect Philly? Philly, you know what? I wish I could go ahead and pull it up right now. Philly is my homeboy. Philly may be an Eagle fan, and I despise his team, but he's like fam. I told you, for real. We good people. But it's not disrespect him. There's a difference. I disrespect his team and tell him that he's smoking some crack if he believes that automatically that the Eagles are a better team and going to go ahead and just sweep the Cowboys, because that don't happen happen in the NFCs. Very, very rarely does a team sweep each other in the NFCs. It's hard. Even when teams are garbage, it's still hard to beat them twice in a season. And I'm just going by blind faith. All of these Eagle fans that believe that Carson Wentz is so great, then how come you only have one victory against the Dallas Cowboys when you have a better roster? Apparently, that's what everybody says. They got the best roster in football. They're a Super Bowl winning team. They got better coaches. Then how come you can't beat the Cowboys but once with Carson Wentz? That's my point. And if that's disrespecting Philly, y'all really don't know what disrespect is, do you? That is one-upping each other on their team. That's reaping your team. And did I not? Hold it. Did I not have statistics and numbers to back up my argument? Because, see, what I get from people is they talk about my quarterback, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's a dink and dunker. He's the worst quarterback in the NFL. He can't throw the ball downfield. He doesn't have, he literally throws behind the line of scrimmage. He throws at guys' feet. But it's like, wait a minute. Hold it. Let's go to Pro Football Focus's tight window passing. Not my numbers, their numbers. Who's number one? Dak Prescott. Where's Carson Wentz? I think 7 or 8. When I pulled up the numbers of Dak versus Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott's almost 7 yards per completion. Carson Wentz is like 6.3 or 6.4. That's not me making that up. That's a fact. Dak throws against Carson Wentz 268, 269. Carson Wentz's average 240. How is that disrespecting him? Me putting out facts? Me putting out facts is disrespecting his opinion? I'm just proving that his opinion is wrong. You can't handle the truth? Is that what it is? Why are you Eagle fans, remember, you're the best team in football. You're predicted to win the NFC East. Why do you care about what I think? Really? I'm a guy who's a carpenter in his garage. And you're worried about what I think? Do I have that much power over you Eagle fans? Really? Wow. Maybe this is one of those generational things. Because, see, automatically, this is what you guys have to get out. What in fact, everybody needs to get out mentally. Just because somebody disagrees with your opinion, let me make this clear. Listen to me very carefully. Just because we have a difference of opinion doesn't mean we don't have to not like each other. We just don't agree on the same thing. And this is the problem right now in society. Right now, it's like, if you don't agree with me, there's automatically a beef. There's no beef. There's no beef between me and Philly. We're texting each other back and forth like, we can't wait till the season goes. And I've already told him, I said, look, man, I'm going to tell you right now, Philly, you do not want your Eagles to lose to the Dallas Cowboys because I'm going to talk so much trash. It's going to get indignant. So don't take it personal. It's not personal. It's the rivalry. And just because, and this is where you guys that don't like Dak Prescott, that's fine. It doesn't mean that we have to hate each other because I believe in the guy and you don't. It's just you think differently than I do. And maybe if you listen to my opinion and I listen to yours, maybe we actually can discover something that might be helpful for both sides. So me talking about, Carson Wentz, because I know I've said some things to Philly that he's kind of gone through and like, I didn't think about that. Because when I told him, I said, you do realize Carson Wentz is 5-6 against the Cowboys. I mean, excuse me, 5-6 last year, and he only beat one team with the winning record. He didn't realize that. Most Eagle fans did not realize that. So, open your ears. Even if people that you don't agree with, you might learn something.
No, we weren't very emotional people, let's put it that way. I mean, we didn't go around hugging one another either and that stuff.
The Knowles rarely shared their feelings or their problems with the outside world.
Now, I tell you what I don't understand, and I need to go get my charger. Here's what I don't understand is there's some people that are supposed Dallas Cowboy fans, right? They claim to be Dallas Cowboy fans. And I've got one, I won't mention his name because then he'll probably get happy and go even more. But that seem to be happy about trashing like Dak Prescott. That they actually get a kick out of it. I'm like, wait a minute. How can you be a Dallas Cowboys fan and it seems like you're rooting for Dak Prescott to fail? How does that work? Can somebody explain that to me? Because it's like literally, as soon as the guy can't have a job. Because it's like he's just sitting there waiting for me to post a video. Because literally, I'll get a notification on Vimeo. It says your video is live on Vimeo. And then boom, I get notification. Then immediately on Facebook, this person's already commented on there. And he literally will have 10 comments and basically say, Dak is trash, Dak is trash, Dak is trash. And it's just like, dude, how do you call yourself a Cowboy fan? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I don't get that one. Because apparently he's going to be our quarterback. Be right back. I get the charger because this is getting dark. Now, you know what? Back to this person, Heather. I don't know if Heather is still in here or not. But part of the reason why I was saying I don't think I'm going to go to California right now is because, like, for example, if any of you guys saw me at the draft tailgate, I got these two Camp Chief, I think it's called. Camp Chief double burner propane heaters, so that way I can do a big pot of chili and stuff. And originally I bought one because I was actually doing grease in there. That was before I found out that they have the deep fryers that are propane, and oh my god, I love my propane thing. So in talking to my man Barry, she's doing great, and she's going to be disappointed if I don't go. Because see, that's what I usually do is I try and go out and visit her, ride up to training camp, so that way I kill two birds with one stone. But anyway, I've got two of these things, which are great because they actually have a little griddle that goes in it. Only problem with it is they have a center round burner on it. So on the griddle, it doesn't really heat evenly. But they're perfect for having pots of chili because I always have a big pot of chili, and I think I'm going to have two big pots of chili. So the way I've got this set up in my mind of what we're going to do for this tailgate, because we may have 300 plus people. Last year I got 8 pork shoulders and smoked them the day before, so that way I pulled all that, it was ready to go, and warmed it up, put them on the buns and everything else with the coleslaw, boom, and they're out of there. And then I cooked the chicken wings there because I cooked 80 pounds of chicken wings. So the reason why I was saying that I may end up not going to California is because if we got that many people, I want to buy some more stuff. I'll probably buy a second deep fryer, so that way I've got 2 deep fryers. We're talking 5 gallons of grease cooking twice, okay? So that way I can literally cook about 15 pounds of chicken wings in about 7 minutes, okay? That and Camp Chief has, it's 32 by 19. It's a griddle, 4-burner stainless steel griddle. And the reason why I want to buy this is because it's a 1 o'clock kickoff. You can get there 4.5 hours early. So what we can actually do, because this is my mind of what we're going to do at this tailgate. This is going to be different than anything else. If you've ever been to FedEx Field, leaving that place is a freaking nightmare. You'll spend 2 hours just trying to get out of the parking lot. So we're going to get there. We'll be there ready to get in the gate 2 hours ahead of time. But we can get out there, drop the griddle out there. We can do pancakes, eggs, bacon, and all that. So that way we have breakfast, right? Because the game's not till 1 o'clock. We're going to have some people that are going to be hanging out, just watching the game out in the parking lot. So I'm going to take my smoker there and basically use that as a warmer. Put it at about 180 degrees, fill that sucker up with chicken wings and pulled pork and all that, so that way people can be eating all day. We'll have at least one 65-inch TV that I got to go out and buy. Depending on how many people, I may have 2. This is money coming out of my pocket, Heather, because I've got to get all this stuff set up. I've got to buy 4 tarps, the fold-up ones to go out there, okay? So in my mind, this is what we're going to do. We're there having breakfast. And then we got the chicken wings. We've got the pulled pork. We got the bang bang sliders, right? So we'll live stream pregame and stuff. We're going to have Lincoln Coleman possibly there. So we got a former Cowboy player. We'll be doing a pregame stuff. We'll have people out in the parking lot. We'll have people in the game. So we'll be able to do reports from inside of the game, right? There'll be food there all day long. So you can be out there getting your eat on, your drink on, and everything else, watching the game and stuff. Hearing the crowd, the Cowboys fans and stuff out there, right? Then after the game, 4 o'clock games are on, right? 4 o'clock games are on TV. We got 2 TVs. Why go sit out there for 2 hours trying to get out of the parking lot? We've got everything right there. We got chairs, we got tables, we got tarps, we got food. So you go through and you keep it on, and you do a post-game show from it. So that's the plan in there. Hey, honey, how you doing? My beautiful wife here who doesn't like to be on camera.
That's good.
Like it?
Mm-hmm. I do. Got the camera.
I got the camera on. See,
Are
people
you
are.
live?
Huh? I'm live stream. Yeah. See, this is what's funny because people are always like, "You don't ever put your wife on camera. You just." She don't like to be on camera. She don't like to be on. As much as I would like to have her on, she's like, "Oh, you're live." So she turned around and left. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. So we're talking about $300 for another deep fryer. We're talking about, another $500 for another TV. We're talking about another $400 for the other barbecue grill, the TV mounts, so that way they go into the tail hooks. So it's a lot of expense to go in there. Heather, smart ass. And so in my mind, I'm weighing, is it better to go out training camp, or is it better to go ahead and focus in on the first 2 weeks of the season?
2 inches wide. I'm like, what? That's gonna help you. It did help. It made it harder to help. Chuck was in your shoulder. Went for it. See, that's what Chucky was. He would tell you that my job is I will never give you a motivational speech. If I have to motivate you, we play calls every year, twice, ever. Once at 3
Getting close on this. Do I know what it sounds like Heather needs? I can't help her. No, thank you. But if somebody can help her out, I'd appreciate it. I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
See this? Drop it in the trash. He said, it's not important what they do. Most important thing is what we do. He didn't care about bulletin board stuff. We didn't get involved in our birthday. Playing like we didn't involved in doing. Defensive tackle Joe Reed was Noah's first draft pick. Cornerstone. Shaped the rock. The talent. Holmes. Playoff team. Over 6 seasons. The Steelers drafted 9 players. Including one who would test the coach's patience as a teacher.
Truck draft and the Steelers get what every dynasty needs, which is a franchise quarterback, and Chuck gets what would become in the years ahead his greatest coaching challenge.
Thanks, Golden Corral. Dan gets a slow smoked sirloin. And that's oops.
Ooh-wee.
And not good at all. Hook, line, and sirloin. Slow smoked sirloin and shrimp trio. Golden Corral. The only one for everyone. This is the couple.
See some of the comments here. Hello, everybody. Mark Holmes here. Happy as can be that Zeke Elliott is not going to get suspended. You should invite Heather to one of the live streams. Why? Yes, that will be malicious. Dallas Super Bowl number 6. Dallas Super Bowl number 6. When did I make you a moderator, or did you change your name? I wish I could be there, but it's too far for me to drive there and back. Oh man. Texas Stadium also an hour from Cowboys Stadium. To the tailgate, well, we'll post stuff about the tailgate and stuff as we get closer to the season and stuff. Wait a minute. What was that last comment about? Wow, that was a disrespectful comment. Well, here's the other thing too. What's great about when the Cowboys come, they stay. I know what hotel they stay at, and every year they come in, we're always there to greet them at the hotel. And I think Cowboys experience is actually buying a block of rooms at that hotel. So if you actually come to the game and stuff, you can stay at the hotel where the Cowboys are. You know, they come in, they're all business, they go through, have their quick meeting, and then you're seeing the players going throughout the lobby and stuff. You know, you'll see Brian Brodus and, you know, Mickey Spagnola and all those guys and stuff coming through the hotel. So you've got that going on the night before, then you got the game and everything else. And we might even be able to get some of the players to come down to actually do like a little autograph signing. I'm working on that kind of an angle too. So it's going to be a whole weekend event. She deleted it? Oh, I must have missed it, Emily. more piece. Just one.
It's very simple. There are still some hard feelings.
He didn't make the list. I'd say there's a lot of things. I'm talking. I will not talk about him after this year. Okay? I only am doing this because I feel like if I don't want to be negative on a man that I had so much respect for, but I'm letting you on the inside.
All right. Hold on, guys. I gotta go. It looks like it's gonna rain. The cameras I see on TV are criminal. We're not gonna talk politics in here. We're not gonna talk. Let's just keep the politics out of it, okay? Because unfortunately, you can't have a conversation about politics. So we're gonna go ahead and just try and keep the peace on that one. I've learned the hard way on that one that you can't unfortunately have a conversation about politics. But hold on for a second because I've got to get this wood off the truck because it looks like we're going to get some rain. Be right back. Trump is like the Dallas Cowboys strong. Okay.
I was a kid that needed a pat on the back, not an ass chewing, and that's what Chuck did to me. He chewed my ass.
Well, Heather, you know what? Here's the thing. You're new here. Okay? So let me fill you in real quick, okay? I talk trash about other teams. The Eagles, the Redskins, the Giants and stuff. But understand that, some of my best friends are fans of other teams. We don't make these things personal attacks in here. We'll talk about the teams and things like that within reason. But this channel is not about trash talking. It's not about hating people or anything else like that. Okay? It's not that kind of channel. There's plenty of channels out there that are that. And if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking to hate somebody or something like that, by all means, please go find that channel. But this is not the place for it, okay? I work hard. I'm an older person. I don't deal with all that trash stuff. You're talking about that beat and put me in timeout because you're doing something that we don't usually do. Shango basically takes time. Shango has got wife and kids, Sonola and everything else. He doesn't do the summertime. He's only about the football season. So he'll be back once training camp starts, and that's one of the things that I look forward to going to training camp is actually seeing it. But seriously though, Heather, it's nothing personal and all that. But when I don't go after people unless they go after me first. And for you to turn around and just kind of say, well, you're just looking for somebody to pay for you. I pay my own way, thank you very much. And I work hard at what I do. I get all these people out there that get jealous because of the subscribers I have or people that are watching my show and things. I work hard on this every single day. I put my own money behind buying equipment, trying to learn how to do this because I have no experience in YouTube, in videos, hell, even speaking in public. But I work every day to try and get better and better and better at it and to make sure that everything I'm doing is constantly evolving and being good. It's not given to me. And I believe, I don't care what you do. If you want to be successful, if you put in the work, you can be successful. But what burns my ass is people who sit on the sidelines and basically say, you're just given this or you just got that, who aren't willing to put in the work to try and succeed. Because see, what I try and do, I live my life with the motto of, it's your job to try and help the next person up. If you make it to the top of the mountain, you better be pulling the next person up there to be up there with you. And I do that on a daily basis. And so for somebody to come in and kind of disrespect me who does not know me, I won't put up with it. So yeah, if you're in here just talking and stirring up crap for no good reason, you will get, put in time out. Hold on, let me get this wood.
So he said it to his players.
and Chuck was talking, and he said that, the people out in Oakland says that the best two teams played yesterday. And I want you guys to know that the best team in pro football is sitting right here in this room. And I don't see anything.
Take a look at this stuff that I got here, guys. This is some beautiful cherry. Let me, this other one show you first, off the truck.
In Super Bowl IX, the defense won the game. Smothered Minnesota.
Take a look at this. It's hard to find pieces of cherry.
Sealed the win.
Okay, this is actually just kind of rough plain. I wanted it that way because I want to get as thick as possible. But this is a foot wide piece of cherry without any knots. And I'm going to be making a countertop for Sandra and Don. Don happens to be a Cowboy fan. That's going to be about 32 inches wide, about 7 feet across. And so we have to laminate this up. But tell me that's not beautiful. Look at that. And I had to drive out in the country to get it, which is part of the reason why when I was trying to upload the video about Zeke Elliott being done, it took 40 minutes because literally about in the middle of nowhere getting this. But this is, I appreciate wood. At my age, you always appreciate some wood.
Win or lose, he didn't exult. He felt as though somebody had stuck a pin in him.
Congratulations again, a great victory. Sorry for that.
I think he was depressed after we were in the Super Bowl for like balling. He worked so hard. He worked so hard for him to move out to do. He spent all season working for the school. And now what? I don't know what I'm going to do. I have business to take care of right now. And I'll find out. Big plans. We want our plans for tomorrow. Just to get on the train and go back to Pittsburgh. Something I had never experienced. The Twilight Zone or something. Describe your attitude. I said, baseball. The girl was with. But it was
When I heard the stats about literacy by 4th grade being a big marker for success, I was told.
So, come tomorrow, I would go ahead and continue working, but I need to move this out of the way. But this thing is about as heavy as can be. How does a Cowboys discussion page turn into a nursery? Ha ha. Hold it. No bad language, no disrespect, just my opinion of what I believe are facts. Time out. Okay. Let me state this too. I'm not in control of the timeouts. That's the moderators. But they kind of have a little leeway as to what they put out there. You can sleep tonight knowing that Zeke's not going to be suspended. Well, okay, but we still have 3 more weeks that things could happen. So let's just go ahead and keep our fingers crossed and hope that nothing else happens. Just put it out there. But let me try and do something else over here real quick. I'm in one of those moods where I don't want to stop doing what I'm doing. And this thing's heavy, but I've got to move it. I would ask my wife to come help, but the camera's on and she won't. Not while the camera's on, she won't. And Michael, like a boss, is not around.
We always knew that June was ours.
Okay. All right, say a prayer, because this is heavy as can be. Make a video about our fans? Hold up. We them boys. You know, it's funny because somebody made a video that redid the whole list of NFL fans, and they put the Cowboys fans at like 20 something, because basically they said we're a bunch of whiny little bitches. I was like, really? Who cares if we win the East if it's not about Super Bowl? Well, at least it's something. All right, so here's the one thing I've learned. I do a lot of work by myself. And what you actually have to do is use your mind on ways of using the weight to your advantage, okay? So instead of trying to pick this thing up with a bad back, which I have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that, get one side on the floor, and then swing it. Sounds good in theory, right? We'll find out if this works.
I had no idea. The guy was very knowledgeable about cinematography and photography.
We're doing photography, all of this stuff about photography.
I did it. Cool beans. It worked. So that's my main base cabinet right there. So we're gonna end up putting plywood on top of that, exterior plywood, and then we're gonna end up having a cement board on that, and we're gonna actually cover it with black granite. So this is gonna be kind of cool. Gonna work. Hopefully. Well, I didn't think about this.
It's Chuck. No willingness to try new things extended to his football team.
Let me check something real quick.
Though the city still relished its reputation for fierce defense and a power running game, by 1978, Noel knew that the strength of the team lay elsewhere.
Our first 2 Super Bowls, our defense was dominant, and our offense was more like a goal line offense. Our offense picked up considerably. Our passing game was much better. It was not just a running game.
Noel unleashed his quarterback, who responded with an MVP season. Terry Bradshaw led Pittsburgh to Super Bowl 13, where he threw 4 touchdown passes and was named the game's MVP.
Yep, it's going to be just right for the thing to fit in there. Yay! Okay, so
A year later, the Steelers returned to the Super Bowl.
yep, it's going to be perfect. So we're going to end up having a sink that's going to be over on one side of that, which is perfect for us to be able to keep all of our stuff clean. Then we got the other part of that that'll be open. I'm going to put a divider here in the middle, and then we'll have basically 2 doors. So that way a trash can will be able to go up underneath of there, and all my big pots can go up underneath of there. And we're going to stain that with an exterior stain, so that way it'll stay waterproof. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this thing. I like this. Whew! So I could stop right there, or I can keep working. Sorry, no disrespect, just your opinion. And I would be concerned if third stringer, since we have Quinn and Randy, TJ Watt would automatically start over Lee. Lee is basically only going to be playing about 25% of the plays. He's going to be strong side linebacker. We're only in that set about 25% of the time. So that's one of those things where they say he's a starter, and it's really starter in name only. That's for all 32. Well, that's also a different defense that they play on, but that TJ Watt plays. Looks like the Eagles trophy case. Oh man, that's cold.
I know I did. You know, and I'm sure.
Okay, let me go on down about some more of this stuff here.
After our whole Super Bowl, we were and we're tired. I'd rather sometimes.
Still got to sand all that down too, so that way it'll be nice and smooth before I put the stain on it. But it's not a bad look. Tank is a beast, yeah. People are just getting testy out there. Listen, can't we all just get along? Football used to be what brought people together. Whew. I need to go get me a tasty beverage. Be right back, guys.
Through the moon, the pools don't fly off some breaks. Without vents, it's hard to keep it cool.
With all that USA offers, like more than anybody else, we know their rates are good. You know, they're always going to take care of us.
It's instant potentially change all the time.
For the Titans and for USA members alike.
It's 6:40? Where did the time go? How is it 6:40, y'all? Why didn't you tell me? I didn't know it was that late. Good Lord.
Nick is a very generous singer.
to shoot. Stop paying too much for TV. For a limited time, get all your favorite live TV channels. Only $15 for your first month at SlateTV.com.
This is the other cabinet that goes. So I've got that cabinet, then there's a little refrigerator that's out there, and then there's this cabinet with countertop on it too. So that way I've got all the stuff that I need when I'm barbecuing. I did not realize it was almost 7 o'clock. I haven't eaten today, other than a few snackages. I gotta figure out what I'm having for dinner. But I think I'm gonna put this together before I do. So that way I'll feel good about having these put together. They can dry for overnight. And then tomorrow, take them outside and start trying to put it together.
As the 1980s began, the pillars of the Steelers dynasty started to leave. Often with little sentiment from their head coach.
Because he felt he had to. I think he was extraordinarily fond of a lot of his players that perhaps they didn't know.
Replacing his aging veterans with still Chuck Noll guided the Steelers to 3 straight playoff seasons in the early 80s. He would go as far as the AFC Championship in 1984.
Guys coming in shooting off their mouth. They didn't want to disrespect.
He didn't like Glanville because Glanville was a show that we could always post thing.
How about when we play Pittsburgh here? The day after that game, when we play, we'll have a Chuck Noll one. And the winner
That was totally antithesis of Chuck. Chuck just did a job.
In 1987, the unflappable Noll
That's when he went across the field. And for me, what happened? Chuck went over and grabbed him and said, "This is no, but he was a tough guy. I really thought he was going to he's too great a man for
It's 2 hours that quick. Jeez. Time is just flying by. Go spend some time with my wife, figure out what we're going to have for dinner, and check the waiver wire, or check the wires, see if there's anything going on. It's 3:45 in Arizona, Mark. 108 outside, hottest. Ooh, it's in the 90s. Yeah, I'm gonna play that. I'll play that later on, my man. I actually just saw that during the middle of the day because I didn't check my emails until the middle of the day. I saw that when I was on my way to pick up the cherry and stuff. So when I get down to my desk tonight, I'll be sure to show that because you got a nice truck. See, my truck is raggedy. It's old. It's a 2005 F-250 that is holding on by rust spots and stuff. But you know, until it truly dies, I'm gonna hold on to it because, well, that's just the way I am. As long as it's still running, no point in putting money into a new one. You know, try and get as much as you can instead of just throwing away and throwing away.
Pressure further intensified when the
Oh, nice. You know, I tell you what my dream is,
first defeat
and I'm gonna do it one of these days. 'Cause I talked about this a couple years ago, but the Jobu Mobile Man Cave. And if you think about what we did with the draft trip, having that RV and being able to pop up there, have everything we needed to be able to cook, that would be my dream. Is to be able to just drive to games, have everything I need, pop it out, you know, and we've got instant party to tailgate. That's one of my goals in life, or one of my bucket list things that I'm going to do before I leave up out of here. But always, guys, I want to thank everybody. L4G, thank you for the super chats. I'm hoping that you do make it to the game. Yeah, see, and that's the thing about it. You know, when you've gone through and you've made every single one of those payments and stuff, and you know that's mine, it may not be much left to it, but it's like, you know, I just don't want to have another payment again. You know, it's just something satisfying to me on that one. People look at it and say, man, that truck's kind of old, but you know what? I got a hell of a lot of memories that are in that truck. I've got a hell of a lot of houses that I've built through that truck, and a lot of bumps that I felt with that truck. So it's hard to let go. Amy Ann, I'm going to do something right there. Okay, something just for you, Amy Ann. Pats fan. Well, thank you. You know, that's a funny thing. I appreciate that, Meyer. Being a New England fan, I gotta be honest with you. I'm sick of your team, man. I have been to too many Super Bowls seeing Tom Brady play in them. Oh my God! Can we just have somebody else win one? But I appreciate you being in here. You can do it, Mark.
Coaching jobs.
There's Miss Jackie. Mark, what did I have fixed? Oh, man, I had to get tires, brakes done on it, and when you got, okay, it's a big F-250 Super Duty, and you know, I mean, you can put 2 tons on the back of it of gravel and it's driving down the road, and you get 12 miles a gallon. You can have it empty, you're still getting 12 miles a gallon, but the tires in that thing are like $250 a piece because they're E-rated heavy duty tires to be able to take the weight and stuff. If you got like my dump trailer, which is like 14 feet long, that thing pulls it like it's nothing. So it's one of those things that it's a big work truck. So no, I've got enough scars and stuff. I'm not sorry, no tattoos. Just can't do it. You know what? I need to hold on for 3 more minutes so that way it's an even 2 hours. How about that? You're about to go out and buy yourself a sack. A sack of what? Sack of potatoes? A sack as in sack of quarterback? What kind of sack are we talking about here? Or was that just like voice to text mess up on that one? But I saw Miss Jackie in there. Miss Jackie sends me a message, you know, make sure you have a blessed day, and any news is on the Cowboys. I appreciate that. Anna is in here. I just made her a moderator too. She ends up sending me stuff to make sure I didn't miss, because she sent me a message saying Emily, sent me a message saying, did you hear about Zeke? And it's like, yeah, I'm trying to upload, but I'm out in the country and it won't go up. David Irving Dispensary. Yeah, David Irving. See, there's a right way to go about smoking weed and there's a wrong way. And David Irving kind of went the wrong way. Randy Gregory at least didn't disrespect everybody. There's Brian for SoCal. How you doing, Brian? Okay, so I got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. And then that way I've got an even 2 hours. 2-hour live stream here. And when I get up in the morning, I'll finish putting this one together and keep on working. There you go. There. I was wondering. I was like, did she leave before she found out? There you go. So that way, some more people can be mad at you guys instead of me. Because I can always say, I didn't block you. I didn't put you on timeout. Talk to the moderators. I didn't do anything. You didn't see me touch the camera. All right, 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. You have a Cowboys Cup in pristine condition from 92. Man, be careful. Don't let that thing break. I've got a few things. Do longer streams of Friday night. Love today's. You know how hard it is on a Friday night to be able to live stream and you're married? I'm trying to stay married. You know? That's one of those ones that, you know, I need to start making Saturday night date night.
By the early 90s, Chuck Knowles
How you doing today, Miss Jackie?
was drawing to a close.
But we'll see, because, you know, it was funny because, see, here's a good one, okay? This will take this out of here. Friday night, I was ready to do my stream. Was it Friday night or was it Monday? Yeah, it was one of the last ones, okay? So, I'm getting ready to go back downstairs. I go down about like 8 o'clock, turn on all the equipment, preload everything so that way I'm ready to go. And then I came back upstairs, fixed my coffee and all that, talked to my wife for a few minutes before I go on and all that. And I said, well, I'll see you in an hour. She's like, yeah, right. I said, well, no, I said, actually an hour and 10 minutes. I said, because it's 5 minutes to 9. And I said, I have to shut everything down and then I'll be up there. So I made sure, if you guys noticed, it was like 10 o'clock. It's like, okay, I got to go. I shut it down and then turn everything off. And I was there. I said, ha, told you, an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, okay. That was better in theory. But anyway, I am going to go. How's Michael Anthony Fitness? You mean my boss? He's at the gym working out now. You know, that's when you're the boss, you can do stuff like that. You can go to the gym and work out and stuff while us grunts continue to work like I'm doing. I saw you watch Philly 500 video. You made me laugh. Yeah, Philly's good people. And here's what's funny is because somebody was like, you're disrespecting Philly 500. It's like, really, people? It's YouTube. It's YouTube. The two of us are good buddies, okay? It's just like me and Tom Donnelly, the moron. We're friends, man. It's all part of the camaraderie of football. But, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, go spend some time with my wife. Thank everybody for coming in tomorrow. I'm going to be working on actually getting this stuff put together outside, you know, get the countertop and things built and all that. So tune in tomorrow, 4th of July, and I've also got to season my ribs for tomorrow. Ooh, we're going to do some smoked ribs. See you guys.